Alrighty, we're going to go over how to use the Fortification event planner real quick. So you're going to go ahead and load it up in Google Docs. This is going to be the first page that pops up. You have tabs here at the bottom to change pages, just like in Excel. You're going to want to go to Fort Event Planner. Now I've already got a lot of my information, actually all of my information put in, but what we're going to do first is you're going to want to select your level, your player level. Put that in. Mine's 226. XP to next level. You can find this in the game by just clicking on the yellow XP bar right next to your level. Mine's 48,000. I think it's like 48,400, but that 400 is not going to make too big of a difference. And then event points, you're probably going to start off with 0 event points if you're doing this before a fortification event. Next, we're going to move over to research. You're going to want to look into your research to make sure that you have you've done the construction reduction research, so for each tier. So I've done red, blue, orange, and green. I haven't done my platinum one yet, so that kind of stinks, but either way, you just want to put in that information. Then you're going to want to put in your rider buff. So if you have like I think the base Atlas defense rider gives you 13 if it's on a perch that's above level 30. Mine's only 11.2 because I'm not on a perch that's above level 30 when I put them up, because I use Tannic on my other one. So currently my highest one is 11.2, so that's the one we're going to go with. Then you're going to want to move over to speed ups and put in the amount of speed ups you have for each thing. So 841, 388, 627 15 minutes, 35 30 minutes, and nearly 3,000 1-hour speed ups, 843 3-hour speed ups, and 247 12-hour speed ups. You'll see that all calculated right here with how many clocks and days you have. So I have 361. That's going to increase as the event goes on because you're going to get more as you collect prizes. Down here, I don't really think this information is really relevant because you can have multiple towers at different levels. So put in your storage level, your farms, your den, and then breeding castle, incubator, and builder hut. And then you want to also select whether or not you have the eggs and are going to upgrade your builder hut this event. So currently I do not have 4 granite eggs to go from builder hut level 28 to 29. And thus I don't have enough to go from 29 to 30. And I do not also have 4 emerald eggs. So currently my builder hut is 28. I can only get it up to 28 this event, which puts my max tower levels at 47. And my mills and farms at 46. All right, so once you got that information down, that'll give you kind of an idea of where you're able to go this event. All right, I'm a strong believer in a micro base, so my current tower levels are 45 because I did just upgrade my builder hut to 28. So all my towers are 45 right now, and I want to max them out because I want the strongest upfront kill island possible. So what I'm going to do is, I've already got them selected, but what you can do is click on the drop down and then search for whatever tower you want to use. Keep in mind all the elemental flak towers have the same stats in terms of how much wood they're going to need and elemental shards and XP and all that, so they're all under one category as elemental flaks. So the 5 I'm going to do today are Storm, Blue Mage, Red Mage, and then 2 elemental flaks, my Dark Flak and my Fire Flak on my kill island. I'm going to want them to start at 45 because that's the level they're at, and then I want them to end at 47, so just input those 47. And then you're also going to want to put the quantity, so if your quantity is 0, you're upgrading 0, so anything above 1 will allow you to do it, but I just put 1 because I just like to keep it at 1 and not 48 different elemental flags. So 1 works for now. Put 1 in there, and then it'll populate these fields over here. So like you can see, I have 0 for my perch, which means it's not doing anything up here, even though I have it. Well, here, let me show you. Let's say I want to put it at 47. It won't do anything because it's not something I'm upgrading. So once I put all that stuff in, it's going to tell me how much wood, shards I'm going to need, how many days and timers it's going to take, and then the total XP from the towers. And then also, what is most important in my opinion is how many event points I'm going to get. So just keeping track of how much you're doing this. In addition to that, I'm also going to upgrade my farms and mills, and I have them each individually put out instead of putting quantity 2 because I'm like that. So I have them going from 44 to 46. I'm going to do all 4 of them this event, which is going to take 1,000,000 wood a piece and also give me 100,000 points per tower, which is nice. All right, the next thing we're going to do is you're going to scroll on down to the Castle Island buildings. Ooh, I'll reply to my support ticket. You're going to move down to the Castle Island buildings and you're going to select which ones you want to upgrade. Currently, my breeder, builder, forge, incubator, and research are all maxed out for my level. So what I can do right now is my den, which is a good one to use in this event because it takes no timers whatsoever, and then storage. So I put my den, I want to do quantity 1 because that's how many I'm doing. Start level is 44. I can get it up to 47 based on this chart up here. It looks like den 47. Perfect. So I'm going to go up to den 47 this time. It's going to take no timers, so I really don't need to put this on. But and then my storage can go up to 78 is what I saw earlier. But I'm only going to do 77 because that one costs a lot of timers. And I don't need that many points, and I'd like to save timers for my next fortification event, which I'm planning to go up to tower level 52. That being said, you can also select here if you're going to use it as an end of construction kind of tower. So if you're going to leave it up after, so you're not spending timers on it, it's what I like to do with my storage because it takes so long and takes so many timers. I put it at yes, that I'm going to leave it up at the end. You can leave it blank for no as well. That doesn't matter. So what it's going to do is from 75 to 76, I'm going to use timers, and then from 76 to 77, I'm not going to use timers and then just let it level up on its own, taking the full amount of time after the event ends. So what it'll do is it'll calculate that I'm going to take 29 days to upgrade it the first time, and then it's going to do it's not going to calculate for the last upgrade from 76 to 77. I'll show you. If I put no, then I think it goes up to 58 days. Yeah, 58 days is how long it would take if I upgraded both of them, and I don't feel like spending those timers on something I really don't need. So we're going to leave that one up at yes, which would be perfectly fine for me. And then at the end, down here in green, it tells you your totals. So my total event points, if I upgrade all these towers this event, is 2 million. Total XP, 739. Time with research, 372 days, which is more than my 361 that I started with. But again, like I said, event prizes will give me the extra timers I need to complete that. Elemental shards that I'm going to be using is 8,800, which I do have. So this is a good way to check to make sure you have enough before you start the event and then find yourself totally caught off guard when you don't have enough. And then somehow or another, I need to farm up 18 million wood. So that's going to be the real struggle if I want to get to my goal of 2 million this event. So just keep that in mind. That is your goal. This is a nice way to actually see exactly what you're going to be doing this event, how many points you're going to get, and really plan it out so you don't go astray. And then for me, it helps me to kind of plan out my next event. So I have other pages that are doing the next 2 fortification events, and then that way I know how many timers I need, where I'm going to be at, and where I need to be at in breeding. So it's pretty helpful. Then after you get all that information in, you can go back up to the top and see where you're going to end up. So at the end of this event, I should be level 233, almost 234, with 8,000 XP to spare. Event points 2 million, and then it also calculates how many timers you're going to have left over, or if you're going to have any left over. So currently it says I'm going to be minus 11 days in timers. That's not going to be a problem with the event prize timers I'm going to get. So I should be perfectly A-okay. And then my base is that much stronger, and then I feel more prepared and everything. And I know what I'm getting myself into trying to go for 18 million wood in this event. So yeah, hope this helps. Yeah, you do need a Google account to access this. So once you get registered and all that stuff, and you want to go use this doc, I can send you a link, and then you can fill out this information and then use it for yourself, or I can help you walk through it. So yeah, a really good resource to have. All right.